Good
Wait, did
deal.
Ed get a deal?
Oh, Ed made money.
Ed,
I
congratulations! I was waiting. Woohoo!
Congratulations, Ed.
Ed, that's so awesome. Congrats. Sorry, I was late coming
yeah,
in.
congrats, Ed.
Um, let me see if there's one we can pop up with Trulia so you can. All right, so let's take this one right off the bat. Okay, so this one I'm pretty sure we'll get a prop stream, we'll get a Redfin, we'll get a Zillow, and all that jazz. So we'll search. All right, so let's see what Zillow says. 210 and 210 because they're the same damn website. Estimated mortgage is 130 or 1137. Let's see. Oh, this is your new year built construction. Don't want that. Bad example. Okay, let's do filters and let's get rid of your built homes. All right. Okay, so here's where I like Trulia is you got like your street view, obviously your schools, but this is really cool. So especially if you've got a cash deal that you're gonna make and you're thinking, man, I've got a cash deal, I got a great fix and flip. If it's sitting in a red zone, you might want to rethink that one because you're gonna have a hard time selling that. But right off the bat, you can tell that hey, this is not, it's not in a bad crime zone, but there's still a little bit more activity going on than I would like. So you can also use that in, if you want to do your negotiations in terms of that, like how has the crime been in that neighborhood? Well, we've had some stuff, we've had some break-ins. Oh, you have? Oh, okay, and just see if that works to your favor. And then also be smarter in the cash offer. And then with also just make sure what rents are going on in this little pocket area. And so you can, now it's like, now you got a little bit more information to go off of to validate what you're saying or your offer to even make sure that it's solid. Let's see. Okay, and this is kind of cool, this little information about sidewalks and neighborhoods and all that good stuff. All right. Usually they put the rent. I don't have that there either. But let's pop this in prop stream and see what it says about this one. All right. So 188,000 in estimated value. This one, they're asking 289. Obviously, it's freaking Texas, so everything's nuts. So there is no mortgage balance on this one. This pretty much looks like this would, if this is a new construction pose or consumers. Okay, yeah, so this is a new home build. 289,000. Okay, well, this is definitely not going to be a cash offer deal, but let's just say this. Let's just, for example, if there's owners and they're like, "Hey, I'm open up to a lease option on this property," so if they wanted 289, and you're going to go off of that 289, we need to value. First determine if it's how over the estimated value it is, because that's going to affect that number right there. So if we're already going to go way high over the estimated value, we can't really add this onto that price, because now we're making it too astronomical for what realistically it's going to sell for in the end of the year, or in the end of the 2 years. So in this case, we're always going to want to start, I know one of the things that we say is like, oh, if I can pay your full asking price, that works when the asking price is relatively close to the value. But if it's way over the top, you're not going to want to do that. One of the ways when I see that difference there, And then with the estimated value of that, if I see that big difference, I'll ask first, I know that you probably want cash. I can't offer you, you're not going to like the cash offer. I'm going to offer. So let's just go ahead and just not do that. But, just real quick, if I can ask, is your price flexible, respectable, in a respectable sense? And I'll make sure I'll emphasize the word respectable, because I'm not talking a lowball offer. I'm not talking, $50,000 under their asking price. I didn't say not 20 or 15 or 10, but sometimes they'll say, well, I'm flexible to, a little. I mean, what's a little? Are we talking a couple thousand? Are we talking like 10 to do something a day, or what are we talking about? And let them kind of just sell you on the offer. And then if it's like, now it's like, let's just say if they're asking 200, and let's just say the estimated value was 188. Let's just say this was right. Now it's like, well, I can come down about, $6,000. Okay. So now we're at 194. It's like, well, if I can get close to that, if I can get close to your 194 and do like about 190, is that something we can work out today? And I can come down with reasonable down payment, taking all over responsibility of repairs and all that good stuff. If I can do that, is that something we can work out? And they're probably going to say, no, I'm going to still want 196. I was like, well, okay, even if I was to cash flow you every month, that's positively, since I'm taking over all the repairs, that's money in your pocket versus, if you were just a typical landlord. That still doesn't change things, or does that make it a better incentive for you? And then you're kind of qualifying still at this point. Well, it might, or no, I would still want the whole 96. And if you can make it work with that, and if it still comes out to where you can add that 6.61% on top of that and still make at least a couple of $1,000, like, a good $3,000-$5,000 at least to put in your pocket, then go for it. But if it's something where it's like you're going to add that on top of the price, they're going to want $7,000-$8,000 down. You didn't get the down payment low enough. There's not going to be much for you to take. There's going to be a lot of work and a lot of ad paying that you're going to have to do to get that sold. So take that into consideration. So when it comes to that, always look at the estimated value, check these other ones as well, see what they say about it, because chances are they either would have, like I said, if they're all over the place, then you have to kind of do a little bit more digging. So let's just see what